Hey garden dreamers, it's December 1st, and since my outside garden isn't doing too much, every day this month I thought I'd highlight one of my indoor plants because I have a lot of them. So we'll begin with this one. This beauty is one of my faves. She's a spider plant. She helps clean the air by absorbing certain chemicals like formaldehyde, xylene, benzene, and carbon monoxide. I have her in a separate pot with holes at the bottom, and I pour water in the white decorative pot, and she just drinks as she pleases. You can tell when these are thirsty because their leaves begin to droop. She is kind of a diva and only likes distilled water, or else the tips of her leaves brown. I have 3 of them, one here in my bathroom, the one I just showed you in my bedroom, and this little cutie by my kitchen window. Hey everybody, it's December 2nd, day 2 of my houseplant show off because nothing's going on in the garden outside. So this one is one of my absolute favorites because she's so easy. If you're thinking of getting a plant and you always kill them, I would suggest getting this one first. This is a snake plant, also known as mother-in-law's tongue. I probably used to water her once a month, if not once every 2 months. I would always forget. And look at how big she is. She's amazing. But now I got these little globes, these water globes. I put water in there, stick it in there, and now she drinks whenever she wants. And she's actually grown ever since I do that and water her more now. But she's pretty hard to kill. And this one also cleans the air. So I super suggest this one if you're looking for a plant to get. It's day 3 of my indoor plant show off. This is Zizi, also known as Zanzibar Gem. I'm not even going to try to say her scientific name. And this one's supposed to be hard to kill, but I've already like one of them. So she's not that easy. They're supposed to be able to survive in limited light, but whenever you read that about plants, that's just not really true. Most house plants need indirect bright light. If this one doesn't get enough light, she'll start getting leggy and look ucky, if you ask me. My auntie gifted her to me, and as you saw, I just repotted her in August, and she's been doing okay these past 4 months here in my entryway. Hey y'all, it's day 4 of my indoor plant show off. I already talked about my snake plant, my spider plant, and let's talk about this gorgeous pothos up here. And the reason I think these thrive is because I have a huge window. This is what she looked like 8 months ago. She was really pretty, but she wasn't growing. So I repotted her, and now I give her water from the bottom. I bought a clear plastic bowl from the Dollar Tree, and if you notice closely, you can see that clear bowl inside the gray pot and then the black pot that's actually housing the plant. So now what I do is I add water to the clear bowl, and she drinks as she pleases. And ever since I water her like this, she seems much happier, and she's grown significantly. It's day 5 of my indoor plants. This is not my favorite. Dracaena or Dracaena. No, I say Dracaena, but I looked it up and I think it's Dracaena. Dracaena? I don't know. Anyway, she is getting curled in, I think maybe because it's not enough water. I don't know. But she's a diva. She looks burnt. This one I got on a sale and it was like 2 in 1 pot. And I separated them, but she's burnt all over the place too. I don't know what she wants. Maybe I should just give her distilled water. That's probably it. Anyway, don't get this one. Hey garden dreamers, it's day 6 of my houseplant show off, and today I'm gonna highlight this Fittonia. Isn't she so pretty? This is her being very dramatic when she's thirsty, but once you quench her thirst, she perks right back up. Drama. I used to have her in my room, but I moved her to the brighter living room, and now she's even pinker next to all her pink buddies. It's day 7 of my indoor plant show off, and this is my dumb cane. Isn't she gorgeous? She's huge. I've had her for 4 years, and she wasn't growing. She was about yay high, but I started giving her more water through this. This is a wine bottle that I got at my wedding, and my guests signed it. So now every time I fill it with water, I get to see everybody's sweet notes, and it's really nice. Anyway, fill it with water, stick it in there, and she drinks as she pleases. And ever since I did that, now she's grown. She was here, and now she's up there. So she's super easy. Her leaves never look burnt. She's gorgeous. I love her. Super suggest this one. I'll show you in another video how I hold her up, because if I don't, with strings, she flops over. Maybe that's why they call her dumb cane. Hey y'all, it's day 8 of my indoor plant show off, and this is my fiddle leaf fig. I water her with these water globes. I actually have 2 of these, this one and this one. I water this one with the wine bottle the way I do my dumb cane, if you saw yesterday's video. And ever since I water her like that, she's much happier. I don't tend to fertilize my indoor house plants as much as I should, but this one was giving me issues, so I bought her her own fertilizer, and now I fertilize maybe once every 2 months or something. And I put this in the wine bottle with the water, and then she just drinks it, and she's been much happier. Although I wouldn't suggest this as a first-time plant because she is a little difficult. It's day 9 of my plant show off, and this is my DF She's in my bathroom. She's a little leggy, and she's a little DFing difficult. I know it doesn't look too bad here in the dirt, but the leaf tips kept looking burnt, so I wanted to change the medium. I sent my hub to the store for Leco balls, but he brought me this substratum instead. So it was here, why not? I tried it. I added it to a clear pot so I could check on the roots. And a whole year later, she hasn't grown immensely, but she's growing some. Plus, I'm too lazy to repot her right now anyway, so this is where she'll stay. And her leaf tips are browning again, so I don't know what to do. Roots look healthy. Hey garden dreamers, it's day 10 of my houseplant show off, and this is Camille. This is my $4 rescue plant I've had for 3 months now. I removed any dead leaves she had and placed her in my room plant shelf, where she's getting some light, not too much. I've left her in the same pot she came in. Just add water to the bottom of the decorative pot, and she sucks up the water from those strings when she's thirsty. She's doing okay, has some new leaves coming in, and her name is Dieffenbachia Camille. It's day 11 of my houseplant show off, and honestly, I don't know what this plant is. My mother-in-law gave her to me. She was full. You couldn't even see the stems inside when I got her, but a couple of days later, she lost half her leaves, and now I'm just trying to revive her. I've had her for 5 months now. Look how big her leaves are. I think she might be in the alocasia family, but I don't know which one exactly. A couple weeks after her shock and losing all her leaves, I decided to repot her, as she did look a little root-bound. I tried to gently unravel her roots, but then just squirted her down with water, added Happy Frog potting soil to a bigger pot, and this is what she looked like 4 months ago. And this is her right now. Hey garden dreamers, it's day 12 of my houseplant show off, and today I'm gonna highlight this pink beauty, which almost died on me. I'll show you what happened. This is what she looked like in May of 2023, and 2 months later she was attacked by spider mites and looked like this. Dreadful, horrible, so sad. I removed all but one dead leaf and added her to some substratum. 2 weeks later she grew a new leaf and kept growing more, but all the leaves still looked burnt from the tips, so then I added her to leca balls for a couple months. But months later, she still had burnt tips, so I ended up repotting her in Fox Farm potting soil, watering her with a tiny a tiny wine bottle, and she's looking much better, but still not exactly as she was. I'm gonna keep trying, and we'll start watering her with distilled water, and maybe that'll help. It's day 13th of my houseplant show off, and today I'm gonna talk about my peace lilies. I have 3 of them. This one that I almost killed, and this one in my bedroom. This is me trying to revive a dying one and then almost killing her again, but I don't give up too easy. I'll bring her back to life again, and this is how it looks when it flowers. They don't like my water globes, so I just top water them when they tell me they're thirsty in their mopey way, and only with distilled water. Hey y'all, it's day 14, and I wanted to introduce you to one of my favorites. She's no fuss, super easy, she's gorgeous. This is Polly. This is a type of alocasia named Polly plant, and I find it's one of the easiest to care for. The veins on her leaves are beautiful and so interesting. I love staring at them, which is why I have her near my tub, as she's my zen plant. I do bottom water her like my other plants, and she gets a lot of bright light through this big window right here, and I super suggest you go and get one of these. Hey garden dreamers, it's day 15 of my houseplant show off, and this is my neon pothos. These are fairly easy to maintain, and the neon and green tones she has are gorgeous. I do bottom water her, just add about a cup of water to the decorative pot about every 2 weeks. She's not too fussy about the soil she likes. I repotted her when I got her 10 months ago with potting soil, pine barks, and perlite, making sure I untangled the roots. And this is her today, a little fuller and a bit happier. Hey y'all, it's day 16 and let's talk about my Boston fern and how I really don't like her. I also have this little one here and she has been like this for a whole year, not growing. And this is what two of them used to look like. Well, they didn't like their pots. It's too hot here in El Paso. You probably have to water them twice a day if you want them in these pots because they dry up too fast. So I repotted her in a regular pot and I brought her indoors and she seems okay. But I don't know. These are not my favorite. They don't love me. Someone help me. Hey garden dreamers, it's day 17 of my houseplant show off and I got this one for free. Somebody was giving her away on Facebook and I ran over there and grabbed it, but I don't even know what she is exactly. So I don't know how to treat her. She's been doing okay, but her leaves are starting to curl in and I've had her for about maybe a year now. Hey garden dreamers, it's day 18 of my houseplant show off and this is my Chinese money tree. This one is usually by my big window so she gets a lot of light, but I moved her over here because the glare was bothering the picture. And she can have anywhere from 3 to 8 leaves and they all signify something. If you want to read the caption below, they're pretty big. This is them compared to my hand size. And I love her. She's fairly easy. I suggest it. Hey y'all, it's day 19 of my houseplant show off and this is my ficus. She's also known as a rubber plant. She's gorgeous, pretty easygoing. I water her with a wine bottle, a little wine bottle, but you could water her with the water globes or whatever you want. She's pretty easy. I like her. Suggest her, go get her. It's day 20 of my houseplant show off and this is my DF in Bacchia. She looks full, but I'm going to show you what's happening. I actually wouldn't water her a lot before and she was fine. I totally ignored her. She was fine. Now I put water globes in her and she does not like that. So I'm going to stop doing that because look at all the leaves that it's too much water, I think. So she doesn't like it. Hey y'all, it's day 21 and this is my philodendron. Philodendron. I've had this one for about 3 years now. I never changed her pot. She's in the same pot that I bought her in. She's getting some new leaves. She's pretty easygoing. It's called a white measure. And the more light she gets, the more variegation. I have her in my bedside. She doesn't get too much light. Hey garden dreamers, it's day 22 of my houseplant show off and this is my beautiful monstera. It's day 23 of my houseplant show off and this is my syngonium. I love this one mainly because it has pink on it. Can you see the pink veins? It's gorgeous. I water her with a water globe, but I think she likes being dunked in water instead. And right next to her is another syngonium. This one's called Pink Illusion and the other one's called Berry Illusion. You could see the difference here. Hey y'all, it's day 24 and I'm a little under the weather, so my voice is weird. This is my calathea, aka my rattlesnake plant. It's super cute. When it turns dark, it starts closing up. And in the morning, she starts opening up again.